If you want the proximity of living close to DC and Northern Virginia area, but don't want to pay the crazy taxes of other counties, you're going to want to stay and learn more about this community. I'm Virginia from Virginia. Yes, Virginia Jackson. And on this channel, we cover Warrenton and the surrounding areas, blending my realtor experience with living in the area. So you get the insider's perspective. Here's exactly what this video is about today. We're here in Brookside in Fauquier County, and we're going to go over the community, commuting options, the homes that are offered, as well as the amenities. And before we finish, I'll share 2 great opportunities for you as well. So let's get to it. If we look at comparable homes between Fauquier County and the counties north and east of us, which are Prince William and Fairfax, we see that the prices, home prices in Fauquier County are less than they are in Prince William and Fairfax, and also the tax rate is less. So the assessed value is going to be lower, and also the tax rate is lower. Brookside is in the suburbs of the suburbs. We are located about 30 to 45 minutes west of Washington, D.C., as the largest planned community for single-family homes in Fauquier County. The neighborhood has approximately 1,000 homes. There's a mix between one-level living homes and the traditional colonial-style homes, both of which have basements. Recent sales varied from almost $620,000 to $1.25 million. The original section was made up of larger lots with traditional colonials. The newer sections have more of a craftsman style. It's been a number of years since we've had homes built on larger lots. Most recently, it's been a quarter of acre to about a half acre. We do have the last and final section of Brookside coming in the summer of 2026. I believe that's when they're going to break ground on the model home for that community. And I will put a link in the description to the video that we've done for that community, for that section. This also gives you an idea what the trails will be like in the new section at Kettle Run. When we asked residents where they typically commuted to, some obviously work from home. There were 2 employers that were right here in the DC side of Warrenton. That's Polar Veterans Care Facility and the Federal Aviation Administration's Systems Command Center. We do have a lot of people that work remote, work from home, and then we also have people who commute. Some people take the train, some people take the bus, and others drive themselves. So with respect to transportation, I'm curious, would you be more of a public transportation person or a drive yourself person? If you could, just comment below, say public or drive. Amenities include 2 clubhouses, 2 pools, a fishing pier, a lake stocked with fish, 2 playgrounds, over 7 miles of walking trails, 2 different basketball courts, 3 tennis courts, and pickleball courts, as well as a fitness center. Regarding the tennis courts, pickleball courts, those are shared features. So there's 2 tennis courts at the main clubhouse with lines on the court for pickleball, and you could use those courts as is for pickleball. You just use the tennis net for the pickleball net. And the single tennis court that is over by the Riley Road Clubhouse, you would need to bring your own pickleball net in order to transition from a single tennis court to 1 or 2 pickleball courts. Given the deep and wide fencing area around the tennis/pickleball courts, I do recommend a bin of some sort to collect the balls. The schools for Brookside are Greenville Elementary School or C. Hunter Ritchie Elementary School, Auburn Middle School, and Kettle Run High School. The main clubhouse is located at 1000 Clubhouse Way, Warrenton, Virginia. Beyond the playground, you can see the main clubhouse. And then there's this playground. Down beyond the hill is the basketball court. Over there's the tennis court. You have walking trails pass through here, swing sets. The fishing pier is right off of the walking trail. One of the things that I love about the main clubhouse is that the pool here has a 0 depth entry at one end. At the opposite end, they have lounging chairs in a waiting section. A lot of different things for people of all ages. So we do take our grandchildren here, and it's a lot of fun depending on their abilities to see which section they gravitate towards. Inside the clubhouse, we do have 2 workout areas and a nice lounge area. Of course, the locker rooms for the pool, and then room upstairs that goes out to the deck when allowed, that you can rent. Here's the Riley Road clubhouse parking lot. To the clubhouse, to the basketball courts, and also to the pickleball courts. The playground gets used quite often. So some people refer to this clubhouse as the Riley Road clubhouse. That's accurate. I also refer to it as the swim team clubhouse because this is where we have our swim meets and also the practices leading up to the swim meets. And any extracurricular swim team events are held here. So you can imagine on swim meet days, all of these parking spaces are all taken up. We have tents, numerous places over here and also over here, also over near the playground. So we, and then of course children are everywhere. And it's just a fun time. The swim team is open to not just Brookside residents, but also anybody in the area that would like to join the team. All right, here we have the basketball courts, also with other 4 squares, among other things. As you can see, it's very close to the pickleball court, tennis court, and also the Riley Road clubhouse. So one of the things that we really love about this community is over 7 miles of trails. These trails are wide enough that you can fit multiple people across the trail and stand next to each other, walk next to each other, run next to each other, bicycle next to each other. The awesome vibes of this community is that people tend to be pretty active. So if you tend to be more on the active side, you will, or at least I did, get inspired by seeing so many people on such a regular basis out doing things from all ages, from pretty young on up to us seniors. So it's great to just see different people doing different things, and I find it inspiring. Another thing that I love about the trails here at Brookside is that a majority of the trails are in open area, meaning sunshine, but there is a section that is on the shady side. So come on out, enjoy the trails. If you prefer to be in a community that's HOA adjacent rather directly in the community, there is Gray Meadow Court. It's a cul-de-sac community, and it has larger lots, over an acre each. One actually is over 2 acres. Larger lots and under $1 million. So I'll put the link to that community in the description. Check it out.